Hey guys, welcome back to Neighborly Homestead. Only difference is today we're not on the homestead. We're in the shop, and as I stated in a previous video, we're going to be working on building a new maple syrup arch or evaporator, whatever you want to call it. So I got the pans sitting here, kind of mocked up on some sawhorses, just to try to figure out what I'm doing, and I am definitely winging it. I got the arch front cut out of a piece of 1/4 inch plate, and I've got that all marked out. I'll show you guys that. Getting ready to cut the hole for the door. So there is the front, and the big hole is the door where you put the wood in, and the door towards the bottom will be the ash door. And like I said, we're just getting ready to cut those holes open with the plasma cutter. So I'm not sure that I'll record that because I just don't want to have the camera near all that kind of grit and stuff. So I will bring you back when I got the holes cut in it. And some of you probably be interested in seeing where I'm at today. And you can tell by in the background that it's a pretty big shop. So we've got a bridge crane and jib cranes hanging on every beam in the whole place. Got our burn table here behind me. The green thing there is an iron worker. We can shear plate and punch holes and shear angle iron. Yeah, some other time I'll give you a tour of the whole place, but let's get back to work. All right, guys, I got the holes cut in the plate for the front. I have a ash pan or ash door on the bottom. Door up here. There's going to be a grate going between the two right here. It's actually going to have forced air inside of it, and I'll have some holes blowing through it. Right now I'm just getting ready to cut the angle iron. It's going to go along the front edge here for the pan to set on and start making the angle iron frame to go down the side. So normally I like to cut angle iron on our iron worker with a shear because it'll cut angle iron. But this piece is too long right now to get in there without moving a whole bunch of stuff. I figured it would just be easier to do this. Use the old power hacksaw. I'm going to take these burrs off now. Just going to clean up the top edge of this plate. Okay, I'm going to stick that right on the front here, like so. All right, you can see I just got that clamped up, mocked up. I'm going to get it tacked. Got that tacked up. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I notched one end of each of these angles. These are going to be for the sides at the top where the pan's going to set. And I've got to notch these other two. I'll take you in, we'll go in by the bandsaw and show you how I do that. Okay, so I've got both ends of each of those notched out. All right. Okay, so I'm going to hold one of these pieces up here with the notches in it so I can show you how that fits. So I had to go back to the saw. I had to cut this corner off of here and this little top out here. That'll fit together right there. And then the top of this will be the same plane. You can weld that all the way around. It'll fit nice and tight. But I think before I weld that top frame all together, I'm going to make some frames to go around the door openings for the doors. So I got to get that figured out first. It'll just be easier to do when I can lay the door down, or lay the arch front down. All right, so now that I got some shorter angle iron, use the iron worker. I've got a stop set in the back, 16.5 inches. I use a foot pedal to operate it. Right on. Okay, so we got our 4 pieces cut. I'll just show you this. So that iron worker cuts out a piece. It's about a 1/2 inch long when you cut angle iron. It kind of bows it that way a little bit. These are nice because you can straighten them out. Just drop it on the floor. You can straighten them out and use them for little tabs. Sometimes you got to weld on certain things. You need to just have some support behind a piece of plate or whatever. They come in pretty handy. Okay. There's the frame for the ash door. Doesn't look too bad. All right, I'm not sure how much more I'm going to do today. Back tomorrow. So we'll probably bring you guys back tomorrow. All right, everybody. We got the door frames all welded together. Tacked together, I should say. Trim that bottom edge. Made the angle irons for the sides. I've been doing a bunch of other fiddling around, getting pieces cut for the bottom of the firebox and getting some other stuff figured out. Right now, I got some pieces on the floor just mocked up. I had stuff clamped together on the sawhorses. So right now I'm going to get these door frames welded together. Well, I can still flip this thing around by hand. It'll be a lot easier. And then we'll start welding the legs and stuff on it and start building the firebox. Okay, so we're working on welding our door frames. We got 2 more welds to do. We got some short welds holding the angles on the sides. Got to weld the top of that one and the bottom of the other one. Hopefully you can hear me with the fan running. That's our smoke heater pipe. Goes up and sucks all the fumes and the smoke outside. Be the most perfect weld, but I'm happy with them, and they'll hold it together. That's all that matters. Starting to come together. Looks like the front of a wood stove, basically. Alright guys, helmet. Yeah, I'm going to let this thing cool down and start tacking the legs and stuff together for the firebox. I'm sorry that I haven't gotten more actual footage of the cutting and the welding and all that stuff, but part of the process is it's just hard having a camera when you're trying to think and measure and, you know, build something out of a drawing in your mind. I'm not using a blueprint. It's all up here. Pictures that I've seen, research I've done, trial and error with my old setup. So basically that's about it for now. I'm going to do some more measuring, some more cutting, some tacking, and I guess I'll bring you back at that point to show you what we're doing. Alright, well, this is where we're at so far. Got the bottom framed in, Got my top rail for the pans to set on the one side there, tacked on. I just have a little strap piece right in here clamped to hold it up for right now. I just got to do the one on the other side, and then I can start to frame in the bottom. It's going to be up. Hope you can see. It's going to be at that height there and go across the back because that's where the flues in the pan set down in. I'll probably at some point in this video throw a picture of what I'm kind of trying to copy. Or not copy, but some of the ideas that I've gotten from. Let's see, that's all pieced together, notched. Nice and fit in there nice and tight, be nice and flush when we're all done. So I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Some days it's tough to feel like you're getting anywhere, but we are making progress. Well, good morning, everybody. This is day 3 of this project. And granted, I haven't spent the first 2 days weren't like full days of working on this thing, but project like this takes a little bit of time. I'll flip the camera around and show you. So last night before I left, you guys saw it only had this angle here. Well, I couldn't walk away without having that one on there. So it's a little bit hard to have a lot of room right here where I am, but kind of starting to take shape. So what I want to do now, my angle iron's here to the back of the firebox end, and I've got to run an angle iron going along, get the camera right, got to go along here and then come up in the back. So that's what I'm going to work on now. Hopefully we can get that all made at the back and get the frame where the chimney's going to set, and then start sheeting the inside of this thing. That's what I'm hoping for anyways. Starting to come together. I'm feeling pretty good about it. Okay, now I've got this piece put in across here. That'll help support the back of the firebox. It's also going to start the shelf down here to be able to put some plate for fiberglass insulation or ceramic blanket. I put these pieces in here to hold that up. Right now I'm going to dry fit the pans on top so I can see how far out the back here we're going to go. So if I can do this without dying. It's heavier than it looks. Oh man. Grab one of the rail gaskets, or stiffened gaskets that go between the pans. See how far back we are. Okay, right about there is where it's going to sit. All right, let's take a look at that. Man, that looks cool. I don't know if you guys can tell how that it's going to turn out. It's super hard. I don't have a lot of room to get super wide angle here, but I tell you, it's just nice when a plan or a project comes together. It's a good feeling. Anybody that's ever built anything and had it turn out the way they want it, so far, I'm happy. Okay, so I've got the rear leg and the rear bottom support under the flue pan here clamped up, just kind of mocked up. We're going to get these tacked to tack the other side. Then we'll be able to hold them up and get them welded to the back side of the firebox. And we can start building the section where the chimney is going to be and the warming pan. There's one of them. Polish that up a little bit quick while it's easy to get to. So it's going to stand right there. All right, now for the second one. So you can kind of see I know the table's in the way. That's going to come straight back. All right, now you can kind of see, I got to get these kind of clamped in place somehow and figure out how I'm going to do that exactly, but we'll get it. So you can see it kind of got that on there. Sorry about the work table being in the way here. Now I'm going to try to make the piece to come across the back to be able to come up for the shelf for the warming pan. I don't know if I showed you guys the warming pan, but that's it right there. It's about almost 16 inches wide, and it's as wide or a little wider than the arch, like 25 inches or something. That thing's going to hold quite a bit. I bet that's 15 gallons at least. I'll have to do some measuring on it and calculate it. I'm going to tack that in place right there, I think. And we'll be able to come up with a piece of plate, back with a piece of plate. I think I'm going to end up making an upright right there. So these pieces are going to be to build the box for the warming pan to set on. We're just going to have to see how that works. What's this look like? Oh, man, not bad. Don't have to be perfect, but that'll work. All right. Looks like a giant box in the back. These are just going to be corner supports for the chimney box. That here is coming up, and it's going to come across for the warming pan back a ways, and then up for the chimney box. I will do a false floor that'll come up on an angle inside. Figure out what's next. I just had a little, not really a fire. I had a spark from the grinder go in there and catch that black soot on. It was smoldering. And all kinds of smoke. You can see the smoke down there. I had to scrape it all off. Funny how that stuff will just burn. It's like creosote. Okay. Figured I'd show you this real quick. Piece of angle iron, notched it out here. That's where the chimney box is going to be. Notch this all out, we'll weld all that. And then I got to put a piece across the front here. This is basically just making a shelf to put the warming pan on, and then the chimney will be in the back. I know it's probably hard for you to understand, but we will get there. Hey there everybody. This is a couple days later. I realized I never recorded an ending to the video. My phone died, camera died, battery, all that stuff, so I wasn't able to get any footage at the end. But I'll flip the camera around here and show you what we ended up with so far. Got all the pans sitting on it. Warming pan up in the back. I still have to make my chimney taper. Gonna just taper up to a hole for the pipe. Just got some junk sitting in there right now. Well, not junk, but some fire brick and my blower for the back. But yeah. Hopefully we're going to get some more time here pretty soon to work on it some more. But anyways guys, if you stuck around and watched it this long, I appreciate you watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you guys do anything with syrup, or you're interested in watching it, or anything if you're interested in watching on the channel. If you'd like to see more of this kind of stuff too, let me know. And I guess that's about it for this video. Hopefully we'll get this out this next week. I've been super busy the past few days, just haven't had a chance to get this all edited and put together. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.